Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. My name is Susan LaCroix, and together with my daughter, Julie Davison, we like to bring you some new videos every Sunday. So today is Sunday. It is October 13th. So I'm going to bid Julie a good morning.
Good morning, afternoon, while you guys are all watching this. We always pre-record, so we're recording this on Saturday, and we don't know at this point yet whether the Tigers are moving on.
I know I should have worn some tiger stuff, but I didn't today. I may change before the game.
You absolutely need to change before the game. Yes.
We're excited. I mean, we never even thought the Tigers would make the playoffs, let alone be in contention, serious contention to move on to the American League Division Series. No, yes. Well, moving on from this to the American League Championship Series. So go Tigers. We we
Yes.
we have faith. Anyway, I'm so glad you are here to join us. I am going to flip to my desktop and just start sharing. Okay. And while I'm doing that, Julie, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's kind of like a catch-up weekend. Also, working on my tax return. I filed for an extension, and so it's it's go time.
Yes, I know your dad is diligent, and I have a ton of work to do before we can even start getting ready to file our taxes. But that's such as the way of life these days. All right. Well, I want to start with just talking about a couple things going on. And the first one is the stamp sale. Oh, I'm sorry, the stamp sale's done. What the heck am I thinking of? Boom, it's done. Yeah, that was good. So what do we have going? We have a sign up special. So for $99 and it's free shipping, you get to pick an additional $30 in product, which brings the amount of product you can choose $155.
Woo woo.
So if you've even been slightly considering it and you want to give it a whirl, this is might be a good time for you to try that. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to walk you through it. The other thing that's going on, Julie, help me out here. Oh, kit sale.
Yeah,
15 per up to 15% off on kits. As it
up to
doesn't
30% off.
up to thank you. Where did I
Yeah,
get
30 is
15?
the magic number this month.
I'm still on that stamp sale, which was 15% off. 30 up to 30% off on kits. It doesn't include paper pumpkin. It doesn't include the new scrapbooking kits. So those are the things that it doesn't include. So I stacked up on a few kits, Julie. I don't know about you.
I have a lot of kits already, so
I do
I'm
too.
I'm kind of taking inventory. I did get those new kits, and how amazing that the new kits are also on sale.
Yeah, they are, which is why I bought those two. So yes, if you have questions, we'll put the link to the specials in the description of this week's video. Okay. Pumpkin patch. It's almost Halloween, right? And I realize we don't have a lot of Halloween product, but I bought this scenic pumpkin patch. It's on the online exclusives. The order number is 164364, and I want to say it's $20, but I don't remember exactly. But this is a good fall card. Doesn't necessarily have to be for Halloween. And it's a photopolymer set. It's just a standalone set. It's got 17 dies. So it's got some things. This could be grass. It could be a road going by a pumpkin sale. It could be any number of things. We have this large fence. We also have up here this tiny little picket fence. There's a house or a barn. It could be used probably for either. We have different sizes and numbers of pumpkins, along with the tops to all of those. And then some of the I don't know, vine leaves that pumpkins grow on, and of course some trees. So I've had some fun. Unfortunately, man, my time just ran out and I only have one sample to share, but I'll do that at the end. So for right now, I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to bring out my project pieces. So this is basic beige and it is 4¼ by 11. And before we kind of get started, I'm going to do some cutting on it. I'm going to cut 1½ inches off, then I'll cut another 2½ inches off, and then I'll score what's remaining at 1½ I have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and this is from the Autumn Splendor designer series paper. I love that the backs of these are just kind of these textured looking pieces. And so I have a piece of the blue and a piece of green here. And then I have, for the greeting, a 3¼ inch by 3 inch piece of the basic beige, and then a piece of 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch, 3 3/4 of an inch to mount it on. And I actually already stamped it. So that is going to be here. I used for this, by the way, I used the Autumn Splendid stamp set. And may the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. I just love that saying. So I'm going to take these things off and we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's bring out my paper trimmer and get started on that. So the first thing, I gotta look at my little tutorial here just to make sure I'm not cutting off the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm going to cut 1½ off. And then I'm going to cut 2½ off. Then I'm going to score. So let me get my cutting blade out of the way. And now I'm going to score this piece that's left at 1½ All right, and I'm done with my trim. So, oh man, I think I need to replace the blade. Oh, I don't like that frayed look. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. Somewhere buried is my phone folder.
Oh,
And this piece is going to go here. And then this piece will attach to that. So we kind of have this like floating piece. I don't even remember what the name of this is called. I think I'm calling it the cut apart bridge card because it's kind of a bridge and it's cut apart, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this, normally I would have 2 different pieces of like patterned designer series paper that would be the same. But I wanted kind of a sky. And then I wanted some ground, some grass. And then this will be
Oh,
a field of pumpkins.
cool.
So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to start with this and put this on the top. Kind of a little bit different take on this card. And I just had a thought I could have done something a little bit different. Oh, what is this? Why isn't this fitting? Really? Don't you dare. Wow. Let's try this again. It should go all the way across. Okay. You'll get the idea. Oh, and that's not on very well at all. Of course, the one I did was perfect when I was putting together.
That's always the case when I'm crafting by myself.
I know. How many of you at home find that happens?
Oh my
As soon as you
gosh.
start stamping in front of another person. Okay, I'm gonna bring out some grid paper to use while I'm stamping. And I'm going to bring out this fence piece. And I'm going to stamp the fence on here.
Ah.
Just to, I don't know. It's kind of an abstract storyline here I'm going for.
Oh,
All righty. So I'm going to stamp this towards the bottom. And I'm going to do it again. Well, that's a crappy looking fence, but we're going with it. Julie, I'll give
I was gonna
you.
say turn it over. Oh wait.
Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm going to cut another piece real quick. So forgive me while I do that.
Excuse me.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Oh.
All right, so this is 1.5 by, it should be 4.25. So let's, oh, don't need you here. So let me start with 4.25, just in case I have to cut any more. And we want 1.5. I'm going to keep that piece handy right there.
Oh.
All right. There's my fence now. There it is, off in the corner. Actually, I think I can go this way. I think I'm going to go this way. Don't ask me why. I'm going to do something a little different. I want to make sure I am at the bottom of the paper. It's a little bit better. And again, at the bottom of the paper. That's better. That's much,
Go.
much
Looks
better.
good.
Right? Just toss that puppy right away. All right, so now I'm going to just adhere it to this piece of basic beige that we cut off the original piece. I should have used liquid glue, period, end of story.
Oh.
Okay. So eventually this is going to be here. So now we're going to bring out this piece. And I'm going to bring out my pumpkin pie. Now in my sample, I used different sizes as I went up the paper. But when it all was said and done, I wasn't really crazy about that. So I am going to start in the middle here. I'm going to use the same size. So I'm going to use this kind of all the way up.
Okay. I was kind of having a hard time playing with the different sizes and layering them.
That's kind of what crossed me up with the other project I was working on.
Hmm.
And I finally just said, nope, we're done. We are done. We are done. So I'm going to put this one over here. And this one, oh, all right. Oh, darn it. I didn't really want to do that, but I did it. I'm going to end up having 2 rows that look pretty much identical. So now I'm going to go this way, I think. Because you want them kind of off-centered, right? You don't want them to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with a little overlapping. All right. We have our big field of pumpkins. Now we're going to bring out the mossy meadow for the little heads of them. And we'll see how well this is going to work, because you can see it's going to overlap some of that. So we may decide when it's done that, no, we don't like this card.
Oh.
I think, yep, it's going to have to be there. Right here. Right here. And we'll see what we can do about up top. Okay.
I love it.
We want some down here. And maybe one here. Okay. We're done with that one. And now I'm going to bring out some old olive. I think I like this better than I did before, the other one. And this is going to be for, those vine leafy things.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to add next. And I'm just going to basically kind of fill in. Let's start down here. Because they're really kind of all over the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
They're just, well, you know that because you got Curtis Orchards right there. As we may
I
have
thought it'd be
mentioned.
so much fun to grow pumpkins.
Yeah? You gonna give it a shot?
We don't really have the best space.
Yeah, that's true. Oops. Unless you build up a patch with some like railroad ties or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still don't think we have a good space for that. The thing with pumpkins is they just sort of like expand every year. Like our yard would be taken over with pumpkins.
This is true. Oh yeah. All right. So now we are going to adhere. We're going to hear these pieces together. So I'm going to put some steel, the top and at the bottom. You can use tear and tape if you'd like. And so I'm kind of raising this up because I want the more of the fence to show. Normally I would try to make this pretty even. So I'm going to see how this looks. So I'm going to start up here and then make sure that this is on where I want it lined
You're a
up.
little low on the screen, but I don't want to. I don't. There you go. That's better.
Thanks. All right. And then just bring this down on top of that.
Oh,
So
that's super
there,
fun.
it really truly is. All right. So then the next thing is the greeting. Now I used Happy Halloween on my sample, and I'll show you that too, because we'll do a this or that. But I'm just going to put this right here, kind of in the middle. And of course, it'll be popped up on some dimensionals. So this paper that's underneath this greeting is the same as what I used on the card.
Oh, okay. So it's designer paper, not cardstock.
Designer series paper. Yep.
Got it.
I thought about cardstock, but then, and maybe I should have, because some of this is going to show when you open the card. Duh, just thought of that.
Oh,
It's okay. It's all good, right?
yeah.
So I'm going to put a couple of these here because I don't want any on the ends. I just thought this was kind of a fun set. It reminds me of that Hills of Tuscany set that we had.
Yeah, we've had a few sort of builder stamp sets like this, like the
Yeah,
waterfront, and there was like a meadow one. The Hills of
yeah,
Tuscany was the recent kind of watercolor builder.
yep. So I'm bringing out the dragonflies and the birds, and I'm going to add some birds that are going to be flying around our pumpkin patch.
Oh,
Kind of flying, eyeballing the pumpkin seeds. There's our card.
I love it.
Different. I didn't do the inside yet. Oh, we should have put like a pumpkin here. Huh. Yep, I'll
Well,
add a
you can
pumpkin to it.
always go back and add it, yeah.
I'm going to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I should have put some more vine things here. All right. So here's my sample that I did. So you can tell me which one you like better, the this or the that. The this. Listen to that. All right. So you've got to get up down here. So see, this is where I use the different size pumpkins. Just going
Ah,
up so it's like in the distance. And then I put Happy Halloween from the Potions and Spells stamp set. So which one do you like? This or that?
oh, that is really tough. I like the greeting being on another layer. I think that helps it to pop a
Yes.
little bit. So, I'm gonna say that.
Okay. Yep, that's the other thing I thought of. So what about the pumpkins? Do you like the all one size?
No, I'm so mixed on that. I could go either way. I like that the all one size kind of just fills it up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I also like the different sizes. I don't know. I'm undecided on that part. I like
Okay.
them both in that respect.
Okay. All right. Well, here's my one and only sample that I made. And really, I used one stamp out of this, which was
Uh,
this one. Um, this is from the Splendid Autumn stamp set as well. And these are the ombre matte dots. I thought maybe the like orangish ones would, but I think they're a little too red, but they might have worked. And
yeah.
then I took some of the gingham ribbon and my pumpkin pie dark blend and colored up a big strand of it. I was hoping to have enough to do that and a bow, but I didn't. So I made a knot.
I like the way you colored that. It's a perfectly lovely card.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it still needs something.
I don't think so. I like it the way it is.
Oh, there you go. Well, you are my clean and simple girl. So,
Yes.
oh, Lordy. All right. Well, I'm going to turn my camera around so we can take just another quick peek at my, I did it again. I do that all the time. Oh, dear. All right. So here's my card. So kind of this bridge card, cut apart bridge card.
So fun. I love that style, and I love how all the pieces come from the same card
Yeah.
base. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely, it does. All right, so the week ahead, it's up in the air, Julie, whether we are heading your way midweek
yes.
or
Well, by the
not.
time this video airs, we'll know. The girls are on a bit of a fall break, and so we're excited because we are going to go see Claire and have some time with her.
Yep.
And yeah, just kind of enjoying a quieter week since we don't have school, we don't have rehearsals and marching band and all those things. So it's kind of nice to have a little breather in the fall. Usually this is like the second year they've done a longer fall break, and so it's kind of
Nice.
nice. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, I'm so torn. I want the Tigers to win desperately. But I also want to come this week and spend a
Yeah,
couple days with the girls and go see Claire and go see Tom and Elise's apartment and, maybe try to catch dinner with Uncle Tom and Aunt Kathy. I mean, yes,
we're
it was
we're we're
well
saying the same
planned.
things here.
Yeah, so whichever way it goes, we're certainly going to have a good time. And if the Tigers lose, hey, they made it further than anybody thought they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, we're just kind of hanging as well. So, oh Lord, Julie, I can't believe it. Halloween will be here before we know it.
Hmm.
Are the girls planning their costumes?
We haven't had a whole lot of planning. So I don't know what we're gonna do yet.
Well, they're also creative. They will come up with something, I'm sure. No, no doubt. Oh, well, all right. Well, listen, Julie, do you have any last minute words of wisdom before we sign off for the week?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching us. We just love doing this every week. And even though it may get a bit stressful towards the end of the week, we still love it. We're not going to quit for sure. So until next Sunday, Stamping with Susan and Julie, goodbye, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Bye, babe. Love you too.